You ever noticed I'm always on the left?
Always. Every single one of them.
I know, it's weird. I'll start it off.
Okay.
I'm Clayton Williams.
And I'm Lee Wilson.
We're two guys outdoors.
And today we're out camping. Not doing a Night Op Wednesday. It is a Wednesday, and we'll probably get this video posted tomorrow, so it'll be a Thursday. But last week we didn't have a Night Op Wednesday because, well, half of us were sick, and then we're not having a Night Op Wednesday this Wednesday because
it's finals.
Yeah. So all of our buddies who are in school all have finals today or tomorrow or both, and so Clayton and I decided we're going to come out and do some camping, get a nice little setup here where we've hiked into our spot, and we've made some modifications to the parachute shelter, which we'll shoot in another video, and yeah.
And we'll just kind of keep y'all involved with everything that we do tonight, so
yeah, you guys can just hang out and camp with us. So for those of you who are not in a climate where you can camp yet, I know some people are still dealing with snow, but out here in the Texas Panhandle, man, it's been 80 degrees and we're expecting a low of 50, so
yeah.
It doesn't get much better than that. So
stay with us.
We'll be back, guys. Okay, so I've got my parachute shelter set up. This is version 2 of it. Done a few modifications, cut it down, made it smaller overall, added grommets into all the seams. As always, I have it set up with my hiking sticks because they're always with me when I carry the gunslinger around. A couple of guy lines, running out with some night eyes, running on those, some figure 9s, and just got it staked out. It's still a work in progress. We're also going to experiment with some different tarp designs, but for tonight, parachute shelters are the way we're going. So we're going to cut out real quick and we'll get back and show you Clayton's shelter.
Alright, so I've decided unintentionally to go with a low profile parachute shelter here. As you can see, I can't actually sit up in it, but there's a lot of room in here. I've done mine a little bit differently than Lee's. I've only used 4 stakes, one in each corner, and I've tied this to the tree directly behind the camera, which I could probably adjust that up and get some more height here, as well as pull these stakes in to give it a little bit more flexibility, which I'll probably do here in a minute. But that is basically my parachute shelter. This is the first time I've actually set this one up. I also cut mine down smaller than we originally had them and added fewer grommets than Lee's has, but I do have grommets at most seams, except for the ones on the ends. And that is it for this one.
Alright, so this is another view of Clayton's parachute shelter. You guys can see how it's set up now. Yeah, it works pretty well. Nice and low to the ground. We're going to pan around here. Howdy, Clayton.
Howdy.
And there's mine.
Much higher profile.
Yep. Like I said, these are still works in progress. They're coming along. I might cut mine down a little bit more and just work on getting them all set up. But yeah, we're hungry, so we're going to cook some dinner. Alright, so we've got Clayton digging through his pack right now. Looking for... Yep. Great missing spork. You can see right here, we've just set up a little IB cook set, boiled some water up. We're currently in a fire ban, so it kind of limits our cooking options. Plus, one benefit of using the isobutane or isopropane cook set is it really does boil water very fast. I mean, 3 to 4 minutes and you've got a boil on 500 milliliters, which is what we're using for our Mountain House spaghetti with meat sauce. We haven't tried this one, so we're going to split it tonight. See how it goes. But yep, we're going to eat up. It's getting a little later. I'll see if I can pan around here. You guys can kind of see off in the sunset, the ridge line and everything. Sun's kind of dipping low in the sky. This is where we are.
So. And it's in the first place I looked.
Usually is. Alright, y'all. We're going to eat.
Last place.
Oh, last place. Yep, seems to always be that way. We'll get back to you in a few. Alright, so right now we're looking for the turkey.
on top of that big ash tree.
And there's the turkey, everybody. Probably a little far to see, but there's two of them up there. There's a big tree. Kind of getting probably a bad look from the ridge line. Even though we're in HD, this probably won't show up too well.
You can probably zoom in on them.
Let's see if we can. Alright, well, we gotta pause the camera to see if we can zoom real quick.
There you go.
Alright, so we're back and we're zoomed in. I'm actually gonna put the tripod down on its legs instead of doing our Survivor Man.
Barf cam thing.
Yep. You can see them right there, centered in the frame, nice and silhouetted. Our very noisy neighbors. Just another cool little bit. Alright, so here's our camp from a distance. As you can see, those green parachutes really do blend in well. Which is kind of nice. We don't want to be obstructive. And we usually don't want to be noticed. Granted, there are some obvious standouts, like the blue bag. Huh?
My white paracord.
White paracord's not too bad. We got that blue bag that Clayton keeps his parachute shelter in. Of course, red stuff sack and my blue stuff sack.
Red stove.
And the red stove. But hey, you know, can't always be stealthy. But yeah, we're gonna get to eating. Alright, so we're trying something we've never tried before. Now we have the larger pot of the IB cook set, which, you know, it stands for itty bitty, but really it's a good solid size. And I've always used the short one for just cooking up stuff, but now we are doing a Spam and ramen stew concoction. We have diced the Spam, put it in there with 2 packages of ramen noodles. We're going to use the beef flavoring and
some
use
Dillo dust from LaRue Tactical.
Exactly. Now we're not culinary professors here, but
we're thinking it's going to turn out pretty good.
Yeah, most of the stuff that Clayton and I have just fiddled around with and made has turned out pretty well. So yeah, we're going to cook this up and let you know how it goes. Alright, so the light's fading fast, but you can see here flames from our stove and our stew concoction.
Uncover it.
This is gonna be an experiment, that's for sure.
We got something there, we don't know what it is, but it's definitely something.
Yup. Clayton is getting ready to
as soon as the stew's ready to go, I'm gonna boil some water so we can have some tea.
Which will be a nice little compliment to our
hopefully decent tasting stew stuff.
We hope. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, so yeah, our concoction actually turned out really, really well. Clayton, you want to pull the lid off of that? And
yeah.
We'll show the folks here. Look at that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
What you can do with a little bit of LaRue Tactical Dillo dust, 1 seasoning packet of, what, beef?
Yeah, beef.
And 2 packs of ramen. And we're cooking up some water for some tea. So, yeah, that's probably pretty much it for this video. If we do something else tonight, we'll make it into a night op video. So, say goodnight, Clayton.
Good night, Clayton.
Good night, guys.